Go.
So today we're here with.
X Adric.
Oh, okay. Oh, he got. Oh, okay. X Adric. Oh, so you name X Adric?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. We going with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And today we're here with Jay. This is You Do Not Know Ball. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a quarterback called Dillon Gabriel.
Yep.
He plays he's a quarterback at Oregon University actually.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He has a lot of great throws. He has a good pocket presence. He's actually a good quarterback, but he's 5'11", so he's like really short.
Yep.
But there's a lot of short quarterbacks that actually that was successful. But when you look at some of the throws, it wows you. But it's a question mark because you don't really know if it's going to transition in the NFL because he might be a system quarterback.
Mhm.
Because when you look at Marcus Mariota,
Yep.
he came from Oregon, wasn't that good.
Mhm.
Justin Herbert was good, but Justin Herbert had a strong arm.
Yep.
He's only 5'11", so you know what I mean, he's already undersized at that. So, do you think he's a first-round quarterback?
I think.
Overall, like you think you put him at six, ranked
Yeah.
six?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he definitely is because this is the worst quarterback draft. So, like, you get what I'm saying? Somebody could be ranked number 2 and they not really that good because the whole list isn't really that good.
Yeah.
So the ranking doesn't matter to me. I'll say, but what I would definitely say is like his height is going to play a big factor, and him playing at different schools and not being able to do 3 years and go to the league. He did 6 years, so he did double the time to go to the league. So I kind of look at him as like a 4th, 5th round backup.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just by him taking that long to get in the lead and him making these throws, him being short, him not having like a crazy arm, and him not being like freakishly athletic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I put him in I'll give him like a 4th, 5th round. You know what I mean? I like his inside, I like his intermediate passes, like the short passes. I like those, but you know what I'm saying? Most quarterbacks that are short can't really see well, so they're gonna throw always short passes. But,
Yeah.
but other than that, I don't know. I don't see him as a starting quarterback in the league. And I definitely don't see him as a first-round pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a first-round pick in general. Honestly, I don't even see him as a day 2 pick. I see him as like either like the highest, maybe like a 4th round. If you fall in love with him, maybe 4th round.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's really going to be a franchise quarterback, a starting quarterback. I don't think it. Just by him taking too long to actually go to the lead.
Yeah.
And his abilities it's impressive.
Yeah.
Because he's athletic. But other than that, I don't think. I think he's kind of like hot dog water too.
Yeah. I'm thinking the reason why he was in a limbo going to multiple colleges for 6 years now. I think it's because the coaches and the scouts, they view him as like, man, he's a bit short. We need like a 6'3", the average height in NFL.
Nah, I don't even think it's that.
It could be that's what's holding him back because
I don't know. I don't think the height really held him back. The height didn't have nothing because if the height held him back, the first college that he went to, Oklahoma, he would have never been. He would have, you know what I mean? He would have just got his degree and got a regular job. I feel like what's holding him back is he might not have the tangibles to be an elite quarterback. You know what I mean? I don't think he has the ability to be an elite quarterback. He's athletic, he's mobile, he can move around, but just a quarterback that you got to sit back, it's all in the arm.
Yeah.
Is he good enough to make the throws? Yeah, but as a starting quarterback, nah. I don't think he's the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
He's good. Like I said, because remember, a lot of times these quarterbacks, they're going to go to teams that are not good.
Yeah.
So if he's not...
I'll tell you this much. For a short guy, he does have consistency on those deep throws, If I was the scout, I would have picked him a long time ago. It's just, it's just that I don't know why there's such a negative opinion about him. He's very talented in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just that his overall skill and everything. Yeah, I just think it just wouldn't transition just because him taking forever to really be good, and you know what I mean. It's just, I don't see it. You know what I mean, and it's not because of his height. It's just more so of his ability. Yeah, he might have had some good throws. Yeah, he might have had some good plays, but it's that ability. Does he wow you? Does he okay? You know what I mean? Cam Ward might not be the greatest quarterbacks in the previous quarterbacks that got taken in the first round.
Yeah.
But he wows you because he makes like unorthodox throws. He doesn't wow you. He's just, you know what I mean? He's as average as can get. And then making it short makes it even worse.
Well, even with the disadvantage, he is a dual threat QB. You know?
You said a dual threat quarterback?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be a dual threat quarterback if you undersized. Every short quarterback, like when you look at like Michael Vick and all them, they got no choice but to be a dual threat because they short. Because and Russell Wilson, they got to extend plays because, you know what I mean, they're not taught to be able to see the whole field.
Yeah.
So they gotta be athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't see it. I don't see him as a starting quarterback, man. I don't see him as a starting quarterback. That's just how it is. I just don't see it. He's cool to be a backup. I would like to see him go to the Dolphins because the Dolphins got a short quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
So it'll be dope just to, you know, he could learn. They both Hawaiian. He's from Hawaii. Tua's from Hawaii. So that matter. He'll be a good backup.
Who do you think will be the second pick that'll pick him other than Dolphins? It just, you know, just hypothesis.
I don't know. I don't know. Because the Dolphins might not even grab him because they already picked up a backup. But any quarterback that needs a backup, well, I mean, he'll be good with the Cardinals because Kyler Murray's only 5'10".
Yeah.
So he might be good with the Cardinals. He might be good with the Panthers. Panthers got Bryce Young. Bryce Young's 5'10" too.
Yeah.
So Bryce Young, you know what I mean? Bryce Young. The Panthers would be good. The Cardinals would be good because they already got a short quarterback. So he could probably build around that playing style and learn.
Yeah.
So those are two teams that I would go for him just because of his height and all that. That's just me.
Who compare him to?
I don't compare him to Vic. I only compare him to Vic because of his height.
Okay.
I honestly think he might be like a Tua. But the only problem is about Tua, I feel like Tua, he processes a little bit better.
Yeah.
I feel like, cause, and this is the problem about college football. A lot of times they're in the systems.
Yep.
So that's why they're doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like the system plays a big role on why a lot of these quarterbacks succeed.
But some of them do get out of the system. You know, they play out of the system.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Because if you're so used to this and you got to learn something, that might be a culture shock.
Yeah.
A lot of quarterbacks a lot of NFL teams did that back in the day, and a lot of quarterbacks never succeeded. Now, quarterback like Cam Newton, they took him out.
Yep.
They built around his skill set. That's why Cam Newton was able to play in the league for 10 years and have a decent career. But if they was like, we want you to learn this, be this, make this throw, Cam Newton would have been out of the NFL within less like 2-3 years. He'd have been out the league. So a lot of times when you're in a system, it's hard to get out of it because that's all you know, and it's easier for you.
Yeah.
Than to learn it, you might make more mistakes. A lot of coaches did that to quarterbacks and wasted their first round pick.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
It's great talking to you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I think he's hot dog water, man. Like I said, as a backup, yes, but as a starter, hell no.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, man.
All right, man. Talk later.